Alright, welcome back to the tutorial. We're going to look at some of the best VST eyes and VST plugins and effects. So let's start our DAW. FL Studio 11 is the latest. Some of the VST effects which are used usually in mixing and mastering. You can see that I've been using a lot of third-party instruments. There's nothing wrong with that actually, but Fruity Loop is complete. It has a lot, some of the nicest, the best instruments. I'll talk about some of them later on, or I'll take time to treat them in separate videos. But I can tell you that Fruity Loop is complete. You have everything you need, from VST instruments to VST plugins and effects on the master. It's just complete. You can use it for everything. But I mean, you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. Nobody will invest in you if you cannot invest, or if you are not ready to invest in yourself. Most of the instruments you see here, I purchased them. They are my lifetime investment. It's unfortunate sometimes when I right click to show you some of the instruments I have, the software, my screen recorder, is not capturing them. But in actual sense, it's just amazing. I sat down and calculated how much I have bought from the original owners. Don't go for any fake product. However, you can get a lot of free VST instrument and plugins online. They are just free. Just search for them and you are given a lot. And amazingly, there are times when I have even found free VST eyes or VST instruments which sound better than very, very expensive VST instruments or plugins. It's amazing, isn't it? It's unbelievable, but that's what happens sometimes. So there are a lot of free. There are a lot of free. The DVS saxophone I use, or DSK saxophone, I used in the previous video for our intro or for our break or filling. You can see that it was free. You just search it online and you get it. So there are a lot of free and nice and good sounding instrument which are just online. You can get them for free, but quality is quality. You have to invest. You have to invest in yourself. As I've said, if you don't invest in yourself, nobody will invest in you. At the end of the day, if you are going out there, you have to go with a quality product. If you want to show somebody your demo or the work you have done, you have to impress the person. And there are certain giants in the industry. There's nothing you can do about it. There are giants in the industry, and very soon we will go back to them. There are giants in the industry. They have been there for long and they have made the name. And amazingly, they did not just make the name, they made the name because of their good works or quality plugins they have. And very soon we shall go to some of them. But first things first, let me talk about this. After you have installed your software or your DAW, in this, or in usually in FL Studio, when you click on the option, because sometimes some people say they cannot find their VST instrument or plugins after installation. Just go to File Settings. When you go to File Settings, the Settings dialog box opens, and under it you can see VST plugin extra search. So you are going to direct the program. So this is where you do the direction. So if it cannot be found after installation, you have to come here. You go to options up here. You go to options up here. Options up here. You click on File Settings, and after clicking on File Settings, this dialog box opens. So you will direct the software to find your VST plugin folder. So if it cannot be found, you have to click here and then direct. So this box will open, this dialog box will open, and you can see right away that the VST folder is here, which I selected for it. In case you have another one somewhere, then you have to scroll. Most of the time the Steinberg, if you install the Steinberg software or product, you will see that it also has a VST plugin here. That is the Steinberg. So there is another folder here, VST plugins, that is under the Steinberg. Anytime you install any third-party software or VST instrument or plugin from Steinberg, it also creates its own VST folder. So you can see I have Nuendo 5 here. I have Nuendo 5 is because of the manufacturer. And after you have done that, you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful in installing other things, because what happens is that when you do any other installation, there might be the conflict between which of the two VST plugins to use. Most of the time, after you have installed a plugin from Steinberg, let's say Waves or any other VST plugin, you will be asked to redirect, or whenever you are installing other plugins, there is a need to direct it to the general VST plugin and not the one under Steinberg. Else you have to go to settings option and then add that VST plugin. Yeah, so as I'm saying, it is very important that you do this. Now, after installation, sometimes some of the VST plugins that you use, after you have installed them, there is usually a destination folder. You'll be asked two things: a destination folder and a plugin folder. Sometimes you have to, if you are searching for the plugin and you cannot find it, it's because probably the DLL files have not been installed in the VST plugin folder. So what you do is that you go to my computer, open it, go to program files, and after I've gone to program files, you will see the destination folder of most of the plugins. For example, as you can see here, you can see Cytomic Glue, you can see Cytomic here, Fab Filter, Isotope, most of my plugins. But when I was installing, I really directed the installation. In the installation setting, I made it in such a way that the DLL files, that is the DLL files, will be installed in the VST plugin folder, which is here, the VST plugin folder, which is here. So I did the specification. If you are not able to do this, then what happens is that you have to go back. You have to go back, open the various installation folder, for example in the Glue, and check if you can see the DLL file there. It's not here, it means I did my installation properly. But should in case the DLL file, that is the VST plugin file, is also brought here, then you have to copy it. Don't cut it. I won't advise you to cut it. Just copy it and bring it straight to the VST plugin folder and come and put it here. So you can see that here has all the DLL files, that is, the files are ending with DLL. So if you open your software, let's go back to the software. If you open the software and you don't see it, let's say you right click here, you install a certain VST instrument and you right click on this, you go to insert, but you cannot find the instrument there, then it means that probably the DLL file was not installed in the VST folder. Therefore, just go to program file open the destination folder. That is the folder which was created for the program. You know, usually under my program folder, or in my programs folder, when you are installing any new software, a folder for it is created. The DLL file might be in that, so you have to go and get it. Just copy it and bring it to the VST folder as I showed you. Alright, after that is done, when you come here, you can even do it on the channel. You can go to channel here. I don't know if my software will capture this, but when you go to my channel, just search for more. Just search for more. When you search for more, you're going to get a list like this. You're going to get a list of the plugins you have in your VST folder. It shows both instrument, that is VST eyes. VST eyes are VST instrument, and VST effects or VST effects. Be careful not to select the VST effects here, because the effects cannot be played as an instrument. This is very, very important. So you should know your effects, and you should know which of them are your instrument. So you just make F mark around them. You make F mark. So the F mark I have made here implies that they are all VST instruments, and I have left out those that are not instruments but are effects. I have left out all the effects. When you go to another section where we insert effects, you click on the mixer, and you can see I told you find the effects here. This is the effect slot. Just click on the down arrow. It will show you. My screen might not capture this. My screen recorder might not capture this, but you can see a lot of effects here. We will go through them very soon. That is my effects. It might not be seen on screen, but you can see a lot here. In that same sense, search for more. If you have installed anything new which you have not seen here, just click on the top. After you have clicked on this slot, that is, after you have come here to where the VST effect plugins are shown, just click on this arrow. You click on it and find more, and when you search for more, you will see this list showing. You will see the list showing all the VST. Once again, it also shows the instrument as well. When we went to the instrument side, we did not select effects for instrument. The opposite must happen here. You also select only effects here. Else, if you select an instrument as an effect and you want to pick an instrument as an effect, you'll be told that it cannot be used there, or you get a wrong information. So know which of them are VST instruments and know which of them are effects. Alright.